Episode 3. My name is still Jared. Oh, wait. Episode 3 of the Sample Platter podcast. I should probably say the title and the introduction. Anyway, Jared.
Josh.
Risdon.
And Elijah's back. Yay.
Yep, he's back after, well, I guess we're all back after like a month-long hiatus.
We were lost in the woods.
No, I was just fucking...
You were just fucking...
I was going to say something else, but I don't really know.
We'll just stick with that. You were just fucking...
I'm a cool kid.
It's buying a plain white van.
Okay.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white van.
Alright, podcast is over.
Okay,
I hate these trends. I hate them.
Everything from here on out.
Oh, that's a good thing to talk about. That's how he ended up on Ellen for a fucking collection of vines.
Everything ends up on Ellen. That's not a barometer.
Okay, not even a collection of vines. A collection of Snapchats.
That's what it was, Snapchat.
His friends made about him.
And you know what's the worst part is that the friend that was like, "Hey, let's record this." He got a surfboard and he's like, he got a fucking life supply of vans.
Damn, man.
That's like 3 shoes.
Don't even say it. Don't say it. Okay. So I'm a meme connoisseur, right? I like to think. I don't know. Something about Facebook. Everybody sends me the memes all the time. This is the only one I've ever watched where I didn't even get any kind of joy out of it.
Hilarious.
I watched it, I was like, what? And everybody's like, oh my god, so fun, true, and like emojis, and I'm like, what? Is there a punchline I'm missing? I don't even know what's going on. It's just continued and continued, and then I started seeing other stuff, and then people were like, damn, Monday, back at it again with that bullshit, and I was like,
damn, Mom, back at it again with that yelling out of nowhere.
Xanax.
Are we old now? Like,
I don't know. I find less enjoyment out of memes other than watching stupid ass kids get hurt like that. The bag. I need to find that video.
Okay, yeah, me and Elijah saw one. It's just like there's this little girl. You see her come rocketing down the staircase, and she like smacks on the wall and goes, and then like 3 seconds later, you see a mattress slowly slide down behind her.
She
So,
tried.
you know exactly
Brandon's
what went
falling in
on.
love with the girl just gets knocked in the face.
Yeah, and then we watched a bunch of them where like people are just getting knocked out.
I've been enjoying Deadpool for the past month.
Okay, nice segue into. So we saw Deadpool, pretty big movie for pop culture. I think it's gonna have some influence on movies in the future. Yeah,
Wolverine being R-rated, but they say that's not related.
yeah, they said it was already R-rated before.
They would not have done that if Deadpool hadn't.
I mean, Wolverine as a film
that
character has been around for 15 years now, and they've been wanting to do R-rated movies, and now they're gonna do it.
Which I mean, it's not Deadpool like a lot of people have been saying.
Before we start analyzing it, how did you like it? Did you like it?
Deadpool, I loved the shit out of it.
Way exceeded my expectations.
It made me bust nuts.
Ew.
What about you, Jared?
I liked it. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't a good. See, every time I say this, people get pissed off and they're like, "You talking shit about Deadpool? What are you, fucking gay?" And I'm like, no, I like it. It was not a good movie. The story could have been better.
Yeah, I feel like
as far as comic book movies go, it was really, really good.
I
like how they did the transition though. Like
the transition was really well. Like
that storytelling, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
that is how you should do an origin
story. But
story.
you meant the story itself, like they could have added more. Or?
To the after you get past. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
After you get past the initial origin story and you end,
where he's landing the
you come back in the present,
you're all caught up.
Yeah, you kind of like lose it. It doesn't lose it. It's a really good movie, and I enjoy the story. But there is a lot more that they could have done. They could have evaluated on Ajax and all the baddies in the movie.
And that was my biggest problem.
And it's like these people are just here, and you're like, okay, they're here to fuck with Deadpool, obviously, and that's it.
They're just a one-note evil comic book, though.
Yeah, kind of like Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
He just here it is.
Okay, you said the right Spider-Man. Okay.
So my big Ajax. I don't know if this was intentional, because in the opening scene they said a generic British villain, which is kind of a nod to it. But that sounds like an excuse for shitty storytelling, because that's exactly what he was, a generic British villain.
Yeah.
He
seemed like a Jason Statham bad guy in Transport or something, not a comic book villain.
They did the same thing in the Deadpool game that released last year.
I didn't play it.
Yeah, but like there's like a sewer level, and it's like, oh, isn't this funny? Like the developers are saving money by having a sewer level, and then you actually just play a sewer level.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what the Deadpool movie was. It was a conventional comic book story told in an unconventional way with energy and editing and all this stuff. But, as far as exceeding my expectations, it's just it has been in development for so long, and we've already seen the character not done right.
Yeah.
And I just
X-Men Origins.
Yeah, I was just worried that finally getting it together, how it would all come together. But I feel like it came together pretty well.
I feel another reason for maybe the kind of, I guess, thrown at you story, just kind of point to the point, is a lot to do with the budget. The movie only had a $50 million budget, and
it's grossed like 600 million.
Yeah,
and it's still beating movies.
So I mean, that's definitely a good job. I'm glad Ryan Reynolds.
About that right there, though, I think because they did so well, because they're obviously gonna make a sequel because of how
they
successful
are.
it was. I guess
it's green.
The whole spoiler alert at the ending cutscene when he says that Cable's going to be in the next one, that kind of already says they're going to work on something else.
And they're going to have to pay a lot more.
I think them getting a whole larger budget is going to it's going to make a studio be more involved in the next movie.
That's absolutely what it was. It's because since it wasn't that much of a risk, they gave them more creative freedom.
Which, now they see, it's funny. Now we have to try and be funny. Like, don't try and be funny.
But then they're gonna make it their movie.
But I also feel like
because Blur, I don't know the guy, the director of Blur,
Tim Miller.
That's it. This really felt like his movie. Like this is what he wanted to do a Deadpool movie as, whereas next movie is gonna be what
J.J. Abrams, a bunch of explosions and bullshit.
Well, not even that. It's gonna be what Disney and what Marvel and what they want him to do.
How Joss Whedon got pushed out of the Avengers because they had to fit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and not just tell an Avengers story.
Yep.
But I also feel like that's kind of where where Ryan Reynolds, almost said Gosling, and that would have been really bad. Where Ryan Reynolds is kind of be the saving grace for this movie because as he initially.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so right. I had to make sure, was the one who really kind of got this project moving and, on its feet. And then finally, Tim Miller and all these other people that really wanted to see this movie be made as, something to do justice to the train wreck X-Men Origins had. I've never seen that movie. I've only seen that part, and that was god-awful.
And Green Lantern. This would have been his third strike.
So I'm really hoping he's kind of like the voice of reason for this sequel, and he keeps it to the.
He's a
Ryan Reynolds is now Deadpool.
He is. He can't be anything else.
Just like Harry Potter is now whatever his real name is.
Daniel Radcliffe.
No, his name's Harry Potter.
Oh god.
Daniel Radcliffe's just his character.
Another spoiler though, I did not know that end credit scene. That
was Ferris Bueller?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I forgot that was
I've never seen Ferris Bueller.
I've seen this before.
All the way through.
Great movie.
All the way through. It was on in one of my video production classes.
I saw the robe and I was like, that robe.
It's familiar.
This whole setting. It's nothing. It's something stupid.
Fits in Deadpool's a nod to something.
Yeah, there were so many Easter eggs and spoilers and just not really spoilers, but Easter eggs and
only one chimichanga joke.
I'm kind of glad about that.
That's all we needed.
I really don't like when he's like, "Oh, chimichanga, look how quirky and unique I am." That's stupid. That's just silly. But then again, that's his character, so.
Right. I feel like the humor fit within the context of the movie.
Absolutely. Also, I think. So what you're saying this is going to influence future movies. We're going to talk kind of about Wolverine. I think a lot of people are going to try to go like this. They're not going to try to be unique. They're going to copy this formula of action comedy, kind of like Guardians. But I think James Gunn said something on.
And he said that they're gonna do, like you said, just copy it but not get the soul. And
they're not going to get the purpose of that, which was to make it a unique movie you want. Rather, they're going to be like, let's make a movie like Deadpool.
Right.
I hope not, because I
really
like Guardians. I thought that was kind of an original movie, and it's.
And it was, and he did a great job. And Tim Miller also did a very good job. But
and we're just now starting to see the copycats from Guardians, like the new Star Trek 3 trailer.
Yeah.
I feel like that was trying to set it up to be a Guardians of the Galaxy type thing, quirky comedy in space with pop music from past couple decades.
I would like to see a lot more of these lesser known directors start coming up with more of these big budget movies, because a lot of them are starting to do really good.
They still have their soul, so they can make good shit.
Yeah,
right.
Like I'd never heard about Mark Webb until Spider-Man, and I know he did 500 Days of Summer, and everyone thought that was a really great romantic movie.
That was a pretty good romantic movie, actually.
So throwing him in, and we're totally diverging from Deadpool, but it's still on the superhero topic. I feel like he really captured the whole love scene in Spider-Man,
and that was the best part, Peter and Gwen.
So much chemistry. I'm glad they're together.
Well, okay, so you say that about lesser-known directors. How do you feel about lesser-known heroes like Deadpool? Like Iron Fist was just cast for Daredevil.
Woo!
I do want to see
and he's getting his own series, and they got the guy from Game of Thrones. I'm not sure who it is. I just know that's who they got.
It's the Gay Knight.
The Gay Knight, everybody.
I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't know.
I haven't either. So
I've only seen the Red Wedding, and that was about as lit as it got.
To answer the question, I would absolutely, love to see more of these lesser-known heroes that I don't know about, so that I can, it's like, oh hey, super awesome hero movie, and my best hero movie.
I think it depends on what lesser-known hero they pick.
Yeah, if they pick someone like
Ant-Man, I hated Ant-Man.
I didn't hate it.
Fair enough.
Doctor Strange is coming up.
But
I do want to see that.
That's kind of biased because I don't like Ant-Man as a character. I think Ant-Man is one of my least favorite Marvel characters.
Like they throw a Moon Knight movie, and then like it gets me interested to go and look
talking
up
about
Moon
a
Knight.
Netflix series of Moon Knight. It's pretty exciting. Moon Knight's one of my favorite heroes. I think that would be cool because it'd be kind of Batman-esque. It'd be like detective shit. It'd be cool.
That's the thing, is that every time they've said that a hero's not going to translate well to screen, it's been Iron Man, it's been Guardians of the Galaxy, it's been all these things that have just been huge. And there hasn't been really a misstep so far, except for Ant-Man.
I have a quick question. This came from talking about Moon Knight and you saying it'd be like a Batman. What's everyone's general like feelings on the Batman cinema history? Because mine's kind of... I know it's a random out there question. Kind of like
which series is the best? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, just like how do you feel about his, I don't want to say portrayal. That's not a word. His portrayal in like movies that have been shot.
I feel like
so I feel like he hasn't been done
so far has done the best job only because I've only seen the oldest Batman movie I've seen was the one with Jim Carrey, and that was all right. Like, telling was okay, but to me, I like the Christian Bale Batman. But I do want to see what's his face is going to be.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
I definitely would like to see a Batman movie that kind of focuses more on his, like, raw, intelligence and his skills, because I feel like the Christopher Nolan series kind of was just like, oh, hey, it's this rich guy with a bunch of technology. Yeah. So, hey, here's this. Not him being able to go through and, like, be a detective. Yeah, and he's like, oh, he trained with the bad guys, so he's obviously good.
Well, that's the thing about Batman, is that it's hard to translate from comic books to film because he is such a ideal of a character, is that he doesn't have superpowers. He has these outlandish sidekicks and crazy villains like Killer Croc and things like
Killer
that.
Croc's fucking scary. I would love to see a movie with Killer Croc if they did it well.
Especially with today's CGI.
But that's the thing, is that you can draw anything on a comic book, but to have a young adolescent boy in tight spandex with a giant lizard man, like, it's just gonna look like shit on screen. So we have had these compromised adaptations that the most...
Like Bane in Dark Knight Rises.
Right.
I liked him, though.
You didn't like Bane?
No, I like Bane. I'm saying, but like in the comics, he's this huge like Hulk character.
Definitely
he's
in the
Mexican, like he's the luchador or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And he like... It's kind of sad that Batman and Robin get some more right than...
It doesn't matter because that was a terrible movie.
But I feel artistically the Nolan trilogy is the best, which, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, and that's what we've seen with all these other DC movies, trying to be super serious and all these things kind of derailing Man of Steel. But... we'll see.
Heath Ledger, best Joker of all time. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, I definitely, out of the older Batman, I gotta say Michael Keaton was probably my favorite out of, like, before.
I like Adam West.
Adam West was
I want to think that the bomb scene from Dark Knight Rises was inspired by the Batman 66 movie.
That was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie.
I wanted to bring back Arnold as Mr. Freeze as well.
I did like that one.
I believe you.
The fucking dancing monkeys. That movie was a joke. I've got platinum.
Apparently Joel Schumacher, who directed that movie, would scream, "We're directing a toy commercial on set." That's what he was telling everybody.
Oh my god.
I mean, at the time though, comic books were kind of like this little like
outlandish
fan club thing. Like only select people would get it. Like,
it hadn't broken to the mainstream.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird that fanboys and children were the people being marketed to this movie, and it's like, hey, we're gonna murder a bunch of people and put your toy in your Happy Meal.
Speaking of working at a toy store, what did you say?
We're making a toy
there
movie.
Yeah, speaking of, we're making a toy commercial. Since we work at a toy store, segue. We all work in retail.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give any specific names for fear of losing the shitty job that I have. Cut that out. Not shitty.
We love it at that place that might have that
Yeah,
existence.
I love this place.
It's kind of numb. Like, I don't care one way.
I was talking about the other shitty place I worked at.
Yeah.
So retail sucks.
Yes.
It does.
Everyone says that. Particular experiences you've had. Let's talk about that. Josh, you sighed.
You want me to kick
first.
this shit? I'm not kick this shit off.
You sighed, so
You do it.
It's my first year working at a particular spot where we all work. And I didn't have too much. I wasn't lazy because out of my entire hired group that was first hired with me, I'm the only one left, literally.
I am too now.
Yeah,
we were hired. I was hired a year after Josh.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. Like I was the only one, you know. I was doing this and that, doing that. And my worst experience, I think I can say, was I was hoping this lady finds something. I'm not going to give me any specifics on what she was finding, but she was trying to find this toy for Christmas.
Oh, jeepers.
Okay.
And her kid was with her.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Yelling, screaming. Where's it at? Where's it at? I want it. It's December 23rd. You promise I don't see anything out of the tree that size. And we had it, but it was in the back. But instead of letting me go get it for her, she decides to go past me into the back, moving and pushing boxes around. Where is it? My child is this and that, and you said you had it, and you said it's on your scan. You need to come out and bring it in right now. I'm just standing there like, I don't know what to do with this woman. I'm not hired fully yet.
Oh, so this is when you first started.
Yeah, this is when I first started. Like, I'm
fresh
not
little
even,
babe.
I'm not even fully in this. And Blanky Blank, the manager, comes out of nowhere,
Oh, jeez.
grabs her by the arm, and tells me to go get the toy and then just like walk her out. And that was probably the scariest worst experience of my life because I didn't know what she was going to do to me. I didn't know if I was going to have to fight. I didn't know if she was going to find the toy.
Don't worry, because he would have had your back. That chain would have whipped out. He would have whipped out real quick.
Such and such would have had my back. And I feel like I was okay, but at the same time, I was scared for my life. So having a little demon toddler yell at me about a toy that I didn't think we had, and some woman running past me into Blank the Blank's back room, just moving boxes and shit, and you know who wasn't there.
Oh.
Because if he would have been there,
she would
have got cut in half.
With that karate chop.
About that bullshit. That was probably my worst experience, having someone go into our back room yelling like a maniac.
Experience from my first season
Oh boy.
was this is whenever One Direction was still popular.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Good
And
Lord.
How old are you?
We actually had an aisle full of One Direction merchandise, and a young woman threw up on this aisle.
Oh, Jesus.
And of course, the new guy has to get hazed, and I was elected to clean it up because it was just a bunch of girls who were anyway. So I'm over there. I have stomach issues. I'm over there gagging my guts out, about to throw up on top of this throw up.
Oh.
And so
And the cycle.
and I make a joke over the radio. I'm like, hey, I don't like One Direction either, but this is a bit extreme. So I then ended up in the quote book that a former employee used to have of quotes of the store. But that's how I ended up with Employee of the Month that month, and that's how I was hired on full time.
That's a worse experience. That's only
Well,
you got an Employee of the Month out of that. That joke saved your life and your job.
Joke saved your life. That may be a little extreme.
Oh, I have more, but this is actually at another retail job I used to have.
Oh, jeez.
I only worked there 2 weeks because it was even worse than the job.
I'm surprised that
have.
place is still open because I went there not too long ago.
It is.
Can we name drop that place?
Yeah, it's
Still
Kmart.
work there?
Yeah, this is Kmart. There's only one left here.
Okay,
And anyway, as a cashier, hadn't been trained worth shit. And this guy, like, we had these little, like, frozen, like, I don't know what they are, but they're like the things that twist out and make like a different character, but they're all fuzzy.
I have no idea what
Okay,
that is.
so we have this little fuzzy item at the register, and this guy with these two bratty kids like walk up to my register, and the little girl is like, "Daddy, Daddy, can I get it? Can I get it?" He picks it up and literally just throws it, and like, I'm not getting something that looked like Olaf fucked a hedgehog.
Oh god.
Did he have to fucking throw it? Come on now! Someone's gotta pick that up. It's sure as hell ain't him if I know these people.
I feel like that was the straw that broke the camel's back that day, and that was like my 5th day there. I didn't last longer after that. Yeah, just the quality of Kmart people.
It's I think that in order to go into Kmart, you have to have that mentality.
You have to be worse than Walmart people. Like, you have to be desperate.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, I don't know
Walmart people
about
are pretty.
Walmart's pretty rough.
Kmart.
I will drive like 20 minutes out of my way to avoid going to Walmart.
I'll go to Walmart if it's. I go to Walmart just because it's the closest thing to me, and I don't feel like going to grocery outlet because it smells like poverty and food stamps.
They got really cheap shit though.
I don't really have any like fucked up stories.
It doesn't have to
like
be the worst you've ever had, just anything.
But a moment where you were just like, ooh, bitch, I need somebody to hold me.
A moment where you question, do I really need this job?
Or I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah.
That was probably me not getting like a lot of my fucking stories from where I work come from these fucking stupid ass guests.
Bro, go ahead.
Like
That's
we
what
literally we had this one lady come in, and I have this really stubborn coworker, and he's like, if he has a mind set on something, he won't change his mind. He does it his way and only his way. He won't do anything else. We had this lady come in and try to ask him for some boxes, and she started grabbing. We have these special boxes that are for repacks that we can't give away. We can't break down. We have to send them back. And so she had one of those in his car, and he's like, ma'am, you can't take those. She's like, okay, well, where's some boxes I can? And he's like, I mean, we kind of break them all down. It's like, well, can you save us some boxes that you don't break down? He's like, man, we kind of have to because they take up a bunch of space. And they just start going at it. I'm like, dude, you got to stop. This is going bad. And, like, she comes back 3 or 4 times. She's like, you got me some boxes? I'm like, yes, please go. Because you're stressing me out. Because you're fucking weird. Okay? You can just tape the fucking boxes. You don't need them whole. It takes up a lot less room. You just break them down.
You don't have to tape them. You can just do that little trick.
Yeah, that's what we do already. And then we had another story. We had an old lady that we had just got this new hire. This old lady was getting help from everybody. And I got stuck with her for like 2 seconds just trying to show her where some like low-fat cheese was. And I'm like, it's right here. I can't really help you more than that. And the new hire gets stuck with her, and he follows her, I swear to God, from the frozen section to the candy section. And that's 15, that's aisle 15 all the way to 36.
Jesus Christ.
Helping her get stuff. Just trying to help her find stuff. And they get to the soda aisle, and she's like, you know, I really don't drink soda because, you know, you get fat. You boys could stand to lose a few pounds. And I heard this from the Pepsi vendor afterward. It was like, no, she fucking didn't. It's gonna break my heart. There's no way she's talking shit about us. Like, fucking fat ass ladies in a goddamn chair. I hear shit.
I was just real mad about that.
You can't just call me fat, bro. That hurts.
Savage.
Man, I hope people don't give a fuck. I swear.
So, Jared, do you want to talk about your shovel story?
I was going to talk about that, but while I'm thinking about it, he said old lady, and that triggered like some repressed memories. I used to work at a grocery store, and there was this old lady that was like came through my line. It's kind of like that one day, like real lost, like not. She didn't seem all there, something like that. And she was like, "Sonny, I just got in the car. My car just backed into a ditch, and I'm like, I'm all freaking." All right, I'm not gonna talk like that, 'cause it's kind of hard. But she's like, I just backed into a ditch. I'm all shaken up right now. I just need kind of some water or something. So I'm like, oh, I just fucking got in a wreck or something, like something serious. So I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Get her the water, and she's like, I can't find my wallet, something like that. She's like still freaking out. She's like, I can't find my wallet. Back into a ditch. Huge long story. I'm like, that's fine. I'll go out there. I'll look around for your wallet, see if like you drop it away in here. Her car is literally in the ditch by the road still. She like left it there.
How can she get it out, Jared? It's in the ditch.
I just didn't think it was still gonna be in the ditch. And I'm like, so I crawl in there. I'm looking around, and it's like we was about to close, so it was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and it was dark. So I have like the flashlight on my phone, like looking around the car. I looked for like 20 minutes. I'm like, man, your wallet's not fucking in here. She's like, oh man, I just came over here to get a few things of groceries and that. I'm like, me trying to be a kind person again. So I'm like, what did you need to get? She's like, just some water, something else. There's just like water and one other thing. I'm like, no problem. I'll pay for it. You know where I work. You can come back here and pay me back whenever. I didn't really expect her to pay me back. Not a big deal. So I get this water for her. I get the other thing. I check her out. And she looks at me and goes, do you mind buying me some cigarettes too? I said, excuse me? No, I'm not 18. I'm not buying you cigarettes. She's like, okay, thanks. She takes the stuff and just leaves. And somebody comes and picks her up. And I was like, she's not coming back. I'm not. It was like, it ended up being like $20 worth of stuff. And I'm like, she just fucking like stole $20 from me. She's like, I promise I'll come pay you back. Never seen that lady before, ever, after again. So that's another situation where I'm giving somebody $20 and then they're like, I'll pay you back. And then they just left.
Yeah, but she didn't take your burger this time.
She didn't. Because if she would have, I would have drop kicked that old lady.
We've talked about that story in another podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So did you listen to the other podcast?
No, not yet. I feel bad.
He's calling.
He got. I heard about that. He got $10 off of me because he cornered me. I had a fucking BB-8.
He got you.
Yeah. Did I not tell you? Okay. So
tell me
this
that.
was
everywhere.
No, it was right across the fucking street. It was at Ross.
This guy's a play.
Yeah, he is. Okay, so I come out of Ross. I got $200 worth of stuff. I got some fucking glassware for my mom and the fucking little BB-8 thing for my uncle. Just spent $200 in that store. Yeah. I walk out. I'm trying to get to my car. This dude starts walking up. I'm like, I'm either about to get stabbed or I'm about to fight somebody. I swear to God, because you don't just walk up on somebody. And
that's the only two things he could be doing is fighting or stabbing.
Look, man. Look. Okay.
Black man like that? Yeah. He's
okay, that's.
I don't want to be the one to say it.
That's his build.
You're half black. You can say that.
Yeah, but it would have sounded racist because I'm half white.
It's better if you come from the reform.
But I walk out. He's like, "Hey man," feeds me the sob story. He's like, "Hey man, look, my truck is just, I just need some gas, man. Can you like run me to the gas station or give me some money or something?"
Been
I'm like,
for 8 hours.
I've been walking all over trying to, people see me, they don't want to help me. So can you like help a brother out? I'm like, look, man.
Guy doesn't have the decency to change.
I'm like, here, look, I have $10. He's like, hey man, you got a little more? I'm like, man, that's all the cash I have.
Greedy? How you gonna be a greedy beggar? Like, what is this?
If you're asking for money, don't ask for more when they give you some. You should have got some.
The donation drive. You're like, this ain't FEMA.
That's like another story. Okay,
FEMA's not gonna ask me for money.
I was at Warped Tour, and if any of you go to Warped Tour, be wary of the traveling monks, because these niggas just want you to buy their fucking book.
If you buy their book, that sounds cool as shit. From traveling monks?
No, okay.
They're not real monks.
Listen, it's the way they present it. They're not fucking monks. They just went out to fucking the nearest Books A Million and picked up as many of these goddamn books as they could, Jared. Don't let them fool you.
Did they at least have the orange robes?
Yeah, they did.
See, that's pretty cool.
But he was like, hey man, I come around here to try to spread the word of Buddhism. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And he's like, hey man, can you like donate anything? And like, you can have these books. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got.
This monk sounds like a hoodlum.
I got $5, and he's like, it's only enough for one book. I'm like, okay.
How many books you think I need?
2. He's gonna give me 2, and I'm like, here's $5. He's like, that's only enough for one. I'm like, how? Like, I left. Obviously, I tore the book up because I was pissed. I was like, fuck you.
I mean, $5 per book. That's not bad.
A book I don't want, Jared.
Still,
I was just trying to donate to the cause. I was trying to donate to the cause. This nigga just ripped me off.
We got ripped off for $40 in a cheeseburger.
How much do you think he paid for the book?
I don't fucking care how much he paid. It's the fact that he took.
That's fair.
It's the fact that he was like, hey man, can you donate anything? I was like, sure. And he's like, that's not enough. Yeah, you only get one book.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'll go super high.
I was like, how the fuck did I just
twice?
Like, how did I just fall for that? Like, how did I just? I was like, Andre, you should have been there with me to stop me. He was like, did you just buy that book? I'm like, yeah.
Take those sweet ass robes, man. I'll give you $10 for those robes. You shouldn't need to haggle. I guarantee you had a price for those robes.
He probably did.
He wasn't attached to them. He would have gave them up.
You have a price for anything.
Anyway, retail experiences. I need to go back to
the shovel story.
The shovel story.
My
infamous shovel story. My first season at unnamed place where we all work. I was. Some of my shit in the women's bathroom.
On the floor.
No, this was on the wall. It happened 2 separate times. First time, I'm a little seasoned guy. I'm all happy. I'm like, man, I love my job. And I hear over the radio, hey, somebody needs to check the bathroom. And I'm like, nope, I'm a seasonal guy. I'm happy because I love my job. I'm not ruining this. So I just keep doing my work, stalking shelves, whatever. And then someone calls me to the front, and they're like, hey, there's shit everywhere in the women's bathroom. And I'm like, Okay. Like, we need you to clean it up. I'm like, in the women's bathroom? You can't get a woman to do this? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm the seasonal guy. I gotta take my licks, or however that saying goes.
Yeah, you gotta get mildly hazed too.
I go back there, and at this point, I don't know how bad it is. I'm like, it's probably just like little kid poop on the floor or something. No big deal. Go in the bathroom. There's shit on the wall. It's on the toilet. It's everywhere but in the toilet. And I have no idea what to do. I'm just like baffled. I'm like, what? So they want me to like drag a hose in here and just hose it down because there's a hole in the floor that I can go through, but there's
Got a muffle
shit
top.
all over the floor. So I go talk to my manager. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And she's like, well, we don't really have anything for that. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I got something. I'm like, okay. So I follow her to the little closet. She pulls out one of those fucking flat shovels and just hands it to me. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to scrape it off the wall? Onto what? Oh, so I ended up, yeah, that's exactly what I did. I scraped it off the wall, this flat shovel, scraped all of it up, just put it in the toilet, wiped everything down. They took a picture of me looking real sad, like gloves on, holding the shovel, just like, it's still somewhere in that store. So I'm kind of upset about that. I go home, I'm like, man, I cleaned up shit today. It was gross, dude. I hated it. Next morning, I come back in. Same thing. A customer approaches me and goes, excuse me, sir. The men's bathroom looks disgusting. Somebody needs to service that. I'm like, nope, not my problem. Don't care. So I go up to the front. I'm like, hey, somebody needs to clean the men's bathroom. It's disgusting. And I left. I didn't even wait for a response. I just went to the back. Kept doing my job. Hey, Jared, can you come to the front real quick? Yeah. Can you go clean the men's bathroom? I'm like, God, fucking thing. I go back there again to open it. Shit everywhere again. In a different bathroom. I'm like, okay, somebody's messing with me. This is a joke, right? Ashton Kutcher, come on out. So again, I go through the same thing. I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm not using a shovel again. That didn't work. The shovel's just not getting all the doo-doo up. It's not accomplishing what you want me to do. I don't remember how I cleaned that up. But I was like, as I was about to do it, I just kind of like stopped at the door and just looking. The manager put her hand like on my shoulder and said, Jared, please don't let this be the reason you quit. We're going to keep you after season. And that's how I got my job permanently. Cleaned up shit twice, 2 days in a row, back to back.
I'm really glad that's not how I kept my job. I'm really glad it was just like, hey, you
only-
did your job right. Please stay.
No bodily fluids were involved.
Yeah, I didn't
I've
have
only
to shovel shit for no
bodily
one.
fluids twice at our job, so
Back to
well,
back.
not back to back, but it was
his was
blood
back to
blood
back.
one time and boo boo the next.
So
2 B's of mine.
To be.
Real quick, speaking of this story, when I got my first job, I was a cart pusher at a grocery store up north. It's Meyer.
Is
I'm
this
just
your,
gonna say, I don't know
is
what's
this your
good.
hypothermia story?
Oh,
Or is
No,
it a
that
different
wasn't
one?
a big deal. Like, that was pretty bad. But there's this. So we was all cart pushers. There's me and a bunch of other kids like my age, and there's one older guy who was like 40. He was like a garbage man during the day, and then he pushed carts with us at night. One day it was me and him closing, and it was never like super busy, so we was just kind of like hang out in the parking lot and look busy. And they called us over. We didn't have radios, so they kind of like one of the greeters walked up to us and was like, "Hey, they're looking for you." So we both go up to the service desk, and they're like, yeah, there's shit all over the bathroom, and we need you guys to clean it up. I'm like, I'm only 16. That's not legal. That's against child. I can't clean the bathroom. I'm just not allowed to do it. So we're like, oh, okay, cool.
Wait, was it?
I don't know if that's true or not. I'm pretty sure it's true.
it is true.
Okay, yeah, good. But yeah, I didn't know that. I was just kind of like being like, I don't want to fucking clean the doo. So then they look at him, and he's like, I'm not cleaning up shit. And they're like, yeah, you are. And he's like, no, I'm not. And they're like, yeah, you are. And he just takes off his vest and name tag and walked out. And that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because then my manager had to clean it up. It was awesome. He really quit his job. I would not just walk out on my job if it was like, clean this poop. Like,
We had someone do that.
We literally had someone do that yesterday. Wait, today's Sunday, right?
yeah.
Yesterday.
Any day now.
He got another job.
I'm not that prideful.
Decided
I'll clean up
at
your
break
dog,
time
yeah.
that he didn't want to work anymore, so he put the form, his form that he needed, I guess for his 2 weeks, but it was the same day. Put it on our boss's desk. Left during break time.
That's awesome.
So this happened to me last week, actually. everybody knows it's the 20th anniversary of Pokemon this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we've had a really bad issue with theft of our Pokemon cards, because that's how you celebrate an anniversary, by stealing from the company.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yeah. So, anyway, what this guy's been doing is putting the packaging for the Pokemon cards in the bathroom and just layering toilet paper on top of it.
Yeah.
So you just look and there's
a fucking trash can in the bathroom. Did he not think to do that?
That's where he
That's
puts
where
it.
that's where he put it.
Oh, okay.
thought he
And he
said
layers it.
that's
Okay,
what-
he layers. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's really conspicuous that you look and there's just this giant mound of plain toilet paper in a trash can.
Not
So
dirty.
so our creepy janitor found it. And anyway, so we've been keeping tabs on the guy, just trying to catch what the exact time is. So every hour we go in there, make sure to keep a log of when we'd find these Pokemon cards. Then we finally caught the guy. Is that we saw him and he was wearing a tweed jacket, and a coworker saw him and he had like a bulge in his arm sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran to the bathroom, and like we came out, we asked him if there's anything we could help him with, all that, and everything. He just kind of like stormed out.
Because you're not allowed. We can't just like accuse him of stealing.
Yeah,
So
we
you-
can't accuse him, we can't detain him, we can't touch him, we can't do
Yeah.
anything.
So
So
you
Your
gotta-
boss broke that rule.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
yeah, we'll get to that. I forgot about that actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go in the bathroom, and not only are the Pokemon cards, whenever I just checked it before, so we knew it was the guy, there was shit on the wall.
So like,
I don't know what his primal response was. 'Cause they caught me. And it looked like he wiped and then wiped on the wall.
oh god.
Like,
That's his like, when I heard that story, I was like, this is his defense mechanism. He's like, oh god, they got me. Better go to the bathroom and shit on the wall. Like, runs in there real quick, just rubs shit all over the wall. I was like, oh, that'll show them to catch me stealing, and then ran out. Who does that?
and so I had to
There
clean
goes.
it up. I had to clean shit off the wall.
Yeah, you
So
did.
so we are filthy monkey men.
Yeah, we are. So, actually, he came back. Oh yeah, I guess you haven't heard about this yet. So this is news to you. Saturday when I was working, we had like a Pokemon event at this store that we work at on Saturday, where we was giving out like free trading cards and stuff. Dude came in there on Pokemon Day. We're like, we know that you're stealing, and you're gonna come in there on Pokemon Day. Like, we're not gonna be on the lookout for you. He walks in there. We didn't notice him at first. Like, he stole some cards before we noticed him. But he stole some cards and then went to the event and was staying up there. He got there like an hour early. He's like, hey, he asked the manager, the store director. He's like, hey, isn't there supposed to be an event today? And she's like, yeah, but it doesn't start for like another hour. It starts at noon. He's like, oh, okay. And she looks at him and she calls somebody else over and she's like, hey, isn't that the guy who's been stealing their cards from us? Right in front of him. So like, not really accusing him, but asking somebody loud enough to where he can hear it, I guess is like the mentality of that. He hears that. Starts walking quickly to the bathroom. Then she starts following me on like, we know who you are. We got you on camera. Don't you ever come back to this store. And I was like, he was just like, this greasy little guy in like a brown coat just like power walking out the store real quick.
So this same manager, I don't remember when exactly. I think it was before season. But
Yeah, it was because I heard about it.
okay. So this guy was stealing a pair of walkie-talkies.
How desperate do you get? Those shit don't even work, bro.
They don't, but they're like $40. They're not worth it.
You get 2 centimeters apart and the bitches start breaking up.
Anyway, so this manager starts accusing him and chasing him of stealing these walkie-talkies, and then another guest, who was a former Marine,
Yeah.
tackles him.
Active.
Oh,
I
okay,
think it was
active
active.
Marine, even better. Tackles him to the ground.
I thought you said the manager tackled.
No.
Oh, that's why I was like.
I've had to
Customer
be
did.
told multiple times we can't touch anyone who's supposed to
That's
touch
why I thought she broke that rule.
No, but I mean, she broke a rule accusing him without any evidence. I mean, well, I
But-
mean,
but was he doing it?
I think I
Yeah,
think
but
he
you
was,
still
but
can't
just-
like.
I
Hey,
mean,
you're stealing,
not even
like,
if you.
can't.
Okay, so what? If you see him,
someone,
okay.
like,
Well, then
you
how
need
did
to
she?
get out.
How did
Like,
she
if
assume
you
that
see
he was
someone, you need to
stealing?
get out. But I guess like
I
she
mean,
had known beforehand, or maybe he's done it before, and she's seen him and didn't have any concrete things.
definitely one of the craziest things was the electronics case, because that happened while I still worked at this place. That was craziest shit ever.
Them then.
Yeah, so we've had our electronic display case stolen twice.
Twice.
Once each year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like an anniversary or some bullshit.
Yep, they take all the Apple products
Fuck Apple.
Every year.
It's a
Overpriced bullshit.
yeah. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? Boycott. I mean,
Jared's hiding his iPhone.
boycott.
Yeah. I like
Occupy
my
Wall Street, whatever that was.
What?
Occupy
What are you going
Wall
on
Street.
about?
Is like I was trying to think of the word for what I wanted to call what they were doing.
Boycott?
No,
Occupy.
Wall Street. It was some type of movement.
It's a protest.
No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Fuck
Demonstration.
What are you going
No,
on about?
I don't know.
Stupid.
Shut up.
Civil disobedience.
No, never mind. None of those are the words.
Lynch mob.
It'll come to me like at the end of the podcast. I'm gonna shout it before Jared cuts it.
I'll cut it anyway.
Wow.
I'll let the first like syllable get out and I'll just cut.
It's like Sopranos. It's gonna just cut mid-sent.
Man.
Jeez, there was something I was gonna mention and I can't remember because I don't want to leeway into the next part because it's gonna get really bad real quick because musicals just have a way of.
I have another shitty retail story. I have multiple anyway, but I'll have two I'll talk about real quick. Real
quick, 5 seconds.
Shut your bitch ass up.
If you bring a list, don't just type into Google what you're looking for and just type down random shit and then expect us to find it. I had a lady, like, our item numbers are 6 digits long, all numeric. This lady came in, they were all 7 digits long, combination of alphanumeric
letters.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, I need you to find these.
Look, I went on Google and they popped up the fuck my big black ass with the item number 2103256.
Why do you make it weird? Why can't you just say a toy or something?
Have you not seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Haven't seen that.
You can't reference this kind of stuff because we don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're gonna find out. This is the best thing ever.
Okay. Well, anyway, that actually reminded me of another story.
What? I remember the story. I don't know if I want to hear this story.
Is this really weird lady who used to ride a bike and always wear her bike helmet inside the store. Just made her look special needs. She homeschooled her children.
Oh, that explains it.
All right.
And she asked me one day if we had a sex ed curriculum for her to purchase. I'm like, well, we have Dr. Seuss books. And I mean, that's about it. But, you know, there's a bookstore next door, literally right next door if you want to go over there. But I'm sorry, we don't serve that. Like, it was just weird.
What do you take us for, lady?
I don't know. It was
Porn
just,
store? It ain't Purple Haze.
It was just really awkward. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to think about your kids learning about sex.
I mean, I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say something, but it's not relevant.
Purple Haze is a fun store to go into.
Isn't that a sex shop?
No, it's a regular store, and then you gotta go into the sex shop.
So defensive there.
It's pretty bad though once you get past that
I don't
that curtain.
Sex shops.
I don't either. This was a one-time thing. This is because our friends want to go there.
Speaking of sex shops.
Shut up. We're not going into that.
Do you want to hear the story of the 2 times I bought dildos?
Oh, never mind. This isn't where I thought it was going.
Please?
Yeah.
Where do you think this is going?
Towards me, and I don't feel like focusing on that right now.
You have a story about sex shops?
No, but
you do now.
Oh, strip clubs? Oh, yeah. Elijah frequents the strip clubs.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I used to.
Parlor.
Change.
We love you, sugar.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey, no name dropping.
It's okay. It's just stage name.
I don't care if it's your stage name or not. Trying to protect Sugar.
Protect her.
Try to get her
because
business.
that ass is great.
Oh my god.
So I bought a dildo
Okay, it's
one
getting
time.
cut.
And we're here now.
2 times.
2 times, but I'm just going to start out the first time.
Fair enough.
So we knew it would be, my friend was turning 18 or something, and we always get real weird presents. Like, we go to Walmart. We went to Walmart beforehand, got him a plunger, baby food, like...
I know it too, and
I was
gonna
say little boy underwear, but you know that's not helping my case. That makes it seem like we're weird.
You
Granted,
are weird.
we are weird. We're not that weird. Anyways, so he's like, "What else can we do to make this really weird?" Because it was a birthday party with like his whole family. His whole family was gonna be there, and I was like, "What if we bought a dildo?" And my other friends were like, "What?" We didn't even know how to go about doing this. It's like, you know, there's a sex shop right there, and we're like, I'm 17, so I'm not even allowed to be in there. But all my friends are 18, so they're a little bit older than me. So I'm like, okay, let's go in there. So me and my smaller friend go in there, we're both wearing plain white t-shirts and khakis, so it already looks kind of weird. Two guys going in here matching clothes.
We can name drop for this, right? Because it's not.
I mean, I could, but I'm.
If you don't want to,
We're
it's
trying to
fine.
protect the innocent.
Trying to get in the habit of not to.
Okay, fair enough. Never mind. Because I was gonna ask if it was for a certain person. Is it for who I think
it's
it
for
is?
Moody, since that's not even his real name. Also
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, and so we go in there. We're like looking at the dildos, but we're super immature. I was gonna say because we're 16 and 17, but I'm still immature. That hasn't changed. So we're just immature and laughing at all these dildos on the wall, looking at us, and we see this giant purple one called Doc Johnson, and it also smells of peaches. So we decided on that one. We buy it. We check out. It's really uncomfortable. I'm like super awkward. We go to leave the store, and my friend Woosley smacks my ass as we're walking out. Just a minute. I'm like, hey man, that was kind of weird, wasn't it? He's like, you want it to be more weird? And I was like, please don't. And he just goes, and I was like, all right. And they were just staring at us walking the whole time. God, I'm not hell. This is making me seem more weird. So we throw it in the bag with all this like plunger, and then we take it. Well, first we like take it out of the box thing, so it's just like exposed and there. And we hide it in all the gift wrap in the bag. We take it to his house. Later on in the night, he's opening presents. He like pulls out a plunger. He's like, ha 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 ha, funny guys. Pulls out little kid underwear. And he's like, oh, you guys are fucking weird. Pulls out baby food, and then he tries it. I didn't really expect him to try it. That was kind of weird. That kind of grossed me out. And then he pulls out all the paper and looks in the bottom. You just see this look of disappointment on his face. And his mom's like, what is it? And he's like, I don't want to say. And she's like, no, come on, show us what it is. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. And we all start laughing, cheering him on. We're like, come on, man, just pull it out. He reaches in there and pulls out this big, giant purple dildo. And at this point, his mom's like, oh my god. And we're just dying. I had to throw up from laughing so hard. That was the first. This next story is pretty much the same thing. It was our next friend's birthday. He knew. He was like, "What you getting for your birthday?" He's like, "Don't you fucking do it." He's like, "I'm not gonna open it." And we're like, "Oh, we'll find a way. We'll get it in there somehow."
No pun intended.
I probably shouldn't say "get it in there" when referring to a dildo at a birthday party. All right, somebody else tell a story now, quick, please.
No, we're gonna let this one sit for a while. Well, actually, I do have one. Speaking of sex toys, I do have friends who decided for some reason that
I just want to have a normal podcast.
Getting a fleshlight was the best idea.
Oh
Now,
he actually bought one for a couple.
Why don't you
of
explain what in the hell that is?
Okay, so a fleshlight. What it is it's a despair.
Despair?
Yeah, it's despair, sorrow, and wow, I can't remember the word.
It's the rubber embodiment of depression.
Yeah, basically, it is
disguised as a flashlight.
I hate it when I blank on words. It is
Well, you need hooked on fire.
I think desperate was the word I wanted to use. It's basically what you do when you're lonely and your hand just doesn't get you the feel that you want. So you go out to a store, you spend $20.
It's a male dildo. Just
no, because a male dildo. When you say dildo,
you're not
dildo
putting anything inside of you.
Yeah, it's a pocket pussy.
That's actually pretty accurate.
When you gotta use a money shot. It's yeah. So I don't know why.
So disappointed in where this is going. When we were sitting here beforehand talking about topics, sex shop didn't come up.
Yeah,
it just comes up organically.
No pun intended.
Pun intended.
Yeah, those things don't feel good hitting the face. Whatever.
Got hit in the face with a flashlight. Excuse me. You just cut out most of the story.
There wasn't worse. It was just the fact that I have friends that bought one for two other people. There was no pun behind it. It was, hey, let's buy this. Hey, I'm gonna use this. There's no punchline. It was the fact that they bought it. And I don't know why.
See, at least when I bought it, there was never any intention to use it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh, and I also got a story about what happened to the original dildo. So it became like this gag to like pass it around to everybody, like we'd hide it somewhere in somebody's house or something. It got to the point where he hid it in one of my friend's glove box in his car. He didn't know about it. And he let his dad borrow his car the next day. And the next day, he got it back, and it was gone from the glove box. And we told him, he's like, it's not in my car. I'm like, what do you mean it's not in your car? He's like, my dad borrowed my car. He's like, it's not in there. I'm like, your dad found a dildo in your glove box. I want you to know that. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, we put a dildo in your glove box. Your dad probably found it and was like, my son's fucking weird. He was just too weirded out to confront you about it, so you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your life.
You go to his wedding like 10 years
To this day, there's never been any confrontation.
It's
I wouldn't want to confront.
It's just kind of like this unspoken. He's like, I gotta get rid of this.
It's weird.
So that reminds me of a weird high school story.
Please don't have any sex toys.
No, it's even worse than that.
Thank you.
There's something worse than sex toys?
That's it. It's over. That's
No,
it. It's the end.
no, I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this before we segue into this last part.
So, I was in band in high school, and for some reason, it was this really weird tradition, is that our main rival high school, we would always exchange gifts. Like, it was like our Christmas thing, because it was always around Christmas.
Okay.
That's when we would exchange gifts within our sections. So I played the tuba, and of course tubas were really weird stoners and all that.
Sure.
And anyway, for some reason, the tradition was, I don't know who started it, it was like 10 years, because it was really, really old by the time I got it. But the tradition was to pass around a frozen cow tongue.
Ew.
Yep.
That makes me uneasy.
Every year, and it was still there my senior year, so it was passed on my senior year. I don't know if it's still there.
So you got it? You got the cow tongue?
I did.
What'd you do with it?
Passed it on the next year.
Oh. So you kept it for a whole year?
Yep.
Ugh.
Band's weird, I'm telling you.
That is weird.
Let's be honest.
Speaking of fingers in the booty ass bitch, you guys want to talk about Kanye and his flop of not flop.
I wouldn't say it's a flop. I just feel like from what I
said
heard,
it when I first finally got it, I'm not gonna like this in 4 months. There's gonna be songs that I'm still gonna fuck with because of the people's verses, like Chance on Orthodox and Waves and funny stuff. Because Kanye says stuff that makes me like laugh. It's not lyrical.
Now y'all get the message.
Yeah, like he's like, what are you doing this? Like you can't imagine being Kanye's production assistant.
what the fuck is he doing?
Having to sit there with like, you bring a friend to work and like, hey, Kanye brought my homie, like he's gonna, yeah man, that's cool, yeah. And I'll just sit there, he's spazzing in the studio, he's like, so it's pretty cool, right? Bro, why haven't you quit yet? Like, he's literally sipping Earl Grey tea on a camel in the studio, and you ain't gonna pick a minute. Like, Kanye's weird. He's just weird. So
everybody that's ever said anything about him, like celebrity-wise, I think Tyler Creator tweeted one time, he's like, Kanye West is literally the weirdest person I've ever talked to in my life.
True.
Tyler Creator, wow. Tyler the Creator. Two different people. I really can't. I'm mixing up people. Ate a fucking cockroach in a video and hung himself. So I mean,
allegedly
calling people weird.
Allegedly hung himself.
Have you not seen Motor Squad? Weirdest group of niggas ever.
I've seen it.
He did not hang himself though.
I know, no, not in the Motor Squad, but in that music video where he ate the hissing cockroach. Yeah. Thank you.
Yonkies.
That's a fucking big ass cockroach.
He actually ate a throw up tablet. It's really easy to get.
So what is it?
No, he didn't eat a real cockroach.
I mean, that bitch went in his mouth. So I mean,
you saw him go like that. That's him putting it down and switching out with the tablet, and that's why he threw up so quickly. Them shits are fast. Like they use them in movies. They're not broke. They can get this shit. But yeah.
But you know who is broke?
Kanye West, $53 million in debt.
That's not real.
Ugly ass shoes.
No, it is real, but he's not. That doesn't mean he's poor.
He put his own money into. He's independent. Like he's a designer. He does this shit.
Well, I feel like he probably would have made that money back if he didn't fucking try to use Tidal.
Nobody's buying Yeezys, bro.
No, not they're fucking expensive. They look. Don't get me wrong. I like the look, which is surprising.
The 2s look dope. The 3s look stupid.
Really? You don't like that?
I like the 3s. Look like a bag of sand and some plastic wrapped around your foot. Some bullshit.
I don't think they're worth hundreds of dollars. Just like that fucking shirt with holes in it.
Thousands of dollars.
Oh, they were $1,000.
Thousands.
Who the fuck is gonna buy that?
Not worth it.
Obviously, I mean, if I had money to blow, probably, but I don't have money to blow, so I'm a little smarter with my money.
EBT baby mama money, then I would definitely buy some.
But I mean, from what I heard, I liked it. It's nothing. I feel like, 18 out of 20. No, he only released 18 songs, right?
I think it was like
18, yeah. And I feel like 16 out of the 18 all had features, and I feel like that he relied a little heavily on features.
Absolutely.
Like
there's features that don't even people don't even know. Like El DeBarge is on the album. I'm not gonna know who that is.
Nope. Absolutely not.
Oh, he's throwback. He's like black soul. Like if you grew up in a black household, you know who El DeBarge is. Mm-hmm. But El DeBarge is on there. Future, Travis Scott, Drake is on there. Rihanna's on there.
Chris Brown,
Frank Ocean, Chance Rapper. Frank Ocean put out your album. We miss you. Like everyone's on there. Fucking what's his name? Kirk Franklin, he's on there. a bunch of other gospel singers. A whole choir is on there.
And I really hope Frank Ocean pays us for that shout out.
Oh, he will. He's actually our biggest fan. He contacts me all the time.
He loves us. But no, like I said, I'm not gonna like this whole album in 4 months.
Well, apparently you won't have to because he's already announced his next album.
Yeah, he's making a new album releasing this summer.
Yep. With the name of an old console he used to play on.
Yep.
Kanye's weird.
Yep.
Yeah, as of now.
I was gonna say that's not gonna be the name of it.
Yeah,
it's gonna change it at least 3 more times.
He's gonna have another contest.
And then Wiz Khalifa's gonna get in.
And then it's gonna come out
get
next
back
summer.
into it. He's gonna get all fingered in the booty ass bitch again.
I'm gonna pay $20 for this album. And I'm not gonna get it.
And then
I'm gonna contact customer support. And then a week later, they're gonna be like, "No, man, you was never charged. It's fine. Just it's canceled. Don't worry about it."
Well, it's gonna get even shittier because Samsung is in talks with Jay-Z to buy Tidal.
Jesus Christ.
Nobody wants that lame service.
They're gonna bake it into Samsung phones. That's what it's gonna do.
I guess I'm gonna have to get a. I'm gonna go.
Good thing I got an iPhone.
I'm gonna get a BlackBerry on niggas.
I hope that doesn't work out because I was actually wanting to get the Note 6.
Thing that makes me upset about Tidal now, and I don't think this relates to anyone besides like people who grew up how I grew up. The T.I. is signed the Tidal now, and that makes me sad because I like.
Is T.I. even so relevant though?
Isn't it Coldplay on Tidal?
Yeah, but
does anybody ever give a shit?
No, I mean, I'm not saying anything. Coldplay's alright, but Coldplay and Kanye.
My favorite thing about Coldplay is
Daft Punk is on Tidal.
Daft Punk's on Tidal? That's weird.
Coldplay is like that band that, like, you know, it's always funny to shit on, like, Nickelback and everything. But
See, I don't get why people hate Coldplay, though. It's not like they're bad. It's not like I mean, Nickelback has a few good songs, but other than that, they're trash.
But that's the thing. That's the funny thing is that, I don't know, it's just Coldplay is just...
I mean, Coldplay didn't get booed out from Mexico in a rock thrown.
They're just a scapegoat. Like, let's make fun of them.
That's what I mean, is that they're not bad enough to be offensive. They're just bad enough to be like, stop trying.
Hey, quit!
You know what really gets my gears turned? Musicals.
So we went and saw Shrek the Musical the other day.
Put on by our local high school production.
So
Not our high school.
I'm 20 years old. Josh, how old are you?
Man, I'm 2'3". Jordan.
22.
And Elijah's 19. So
He's a
baby.
He's baby.
we went and saw a high school musical. Not a movie. We went and saw Shrek the Musical at a high school.
With 16-year-olds in spandex.
Let's stop.
Most of them were singers. Like, we read the pages. They were
we made no, they weren't. The skeletons.
I don't care about
we're
the
going
weird.
To jail for that one.
I don't care about the comments you guys were making.
I do.
The weird comments I'm not going to talk about because I'm not going to call you out like that. You fucking weird ass pedophile.
All that.
Just walking in there and seeing all these little kids, I'm like, we are grown ass men in a high school musical. We
by
shouldn't
ourselves.
be here.
By ourselves.
I even with no attachment to anybody in this place.
You know, I think the best part is.
And now we're talking about going to another one.
We're going to the Little Mermaid, but I want to touch on this. I've been to a Nelly concert. Okay, that is
when and where and how.
Nelly it was teen.
That's not what I'm talking. Listen. Okay, there's a reason behind this. It was in Alabama. It was Bayfest. I don't know how we got there with that gay shot, but the point is, I was at a Nelly concert, okay, and I've never, even at any of the concerts I've been to, Nelly, I just thought, rapper,
Barely.
People get hype, but I've never seen anyone get more hype than the dude at the fucking play that after the leeway into the intermission, I have never seen.
Bring back Shrek.
I can tell you why Nelly was not shot in Alabama because he had a song with Tim McGraw. He's got a song with country people, so he gets the pass in every white state.
That was Nelly.
Nelly and Tim McGraw, Nelly and Keith Urban have a song together as well.
Why?
Like because he's whack. Nelly is whack. Like, I don't know why anyone has ever liked him.
He's the one who peed on the girl, right?
No, that's R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Oh.
He has an understandable reason why people don't like him. But Trapped in the Closet was his redeeming point. I want to.
Was it? Because it's still going on.
I love.
He's got more chapters to come. Have you seen all of them?
Yes.
58.
I saw.
Excuse me.
I blank. I saw up until they met the really greasy ass dude, the old dude that R. Kelly played.
I can't believe you've actually watched
it. It is. Jared, please watch it.
I'm
not sitting down and watching Trapped in the Closet. It's
is,
probably on Tidal. I don't want to see that shit.
It is. I gotta say it was wasted time, but it's not time I regret wasting because it's.
I feel like it's the same as watching.
That doesn't make any sense. Wasted time you don't regret. It's not wasted. You don't regret it.
But it was a waste of time but I don't feel bad about it, you know?
Then it wasn't a waste of time.
Yeah,
you gotta enjoy me now.
Because you gotta think about it.
In general, to everyone else, like if I were like
if you looked at me watching it, you'd be like,
yeah,
he's wasting his fucking time.
time.
But me, I'm like, I am enjoying the shit out of this. This is time well spent.
If you looked at me programming on a computer and you didn't know what it was, you'd be like, he's wasting his time.
Yeah.
You say that about anything.
Yeah, see, and it works. Because if I'm like a millionaire and I look at you,
are you saying anything's a waste of time?
To the
I mean,
outside
to
eye?
the outside eye,
Yes.
yeah. Like Josh, people
That's
could be
deep.
like, Josh releasing this album tomorrow night at 6 p.m. is a waste of his time. But to him, that's like the best thing he put out.
Did you just plug Josh for it?
Pause.
Life only has meaning because we're alive and we attribute meaning to it.
Just got deep on your asses.
You whispered in my ear. I don't
Got
like
Morgan Freeman on your asses.
But I've been wasting my time collecting all 151 original Pokemon on the Pokemon Yellow
I
re-release.
tried doing that, but I was cheating.
How many
I was
Pokemon
using
are there now?
action
Like
replay.
406?
No, there's
700.
600. Oh,
Well, I ain't gonna name all them. That's a long
And
song.
they just announced Pokemon Sun and Moon,
Sun and
Yeah, they did.
with another 100 Pokemon, so it's going to be over 800.
Who is that high?
Guys,
to go
is
through
it
all
even
that?
worth buying the new 3DS or should I just go get an old one? Like an old
You just
refurbished
get like
one?
an old 2DS or something.
I'm not gonna 2DS for it. I'm not gay.
It's comfy.
Damn, bro, it's kind of awesome.
People could be
The
hating.
only two new 3DS exclusive games are Xenoblade Chronicles 3D.
And I heard you can still play those on the old one.
No, the exclusive. These are only two
You have, to
exclusive
have,
games.
you have to have the new Nintendo 3DS.
What is there that's so...
For
bad
that,
spot.
and then the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which both of those are on other platforms.
Wait, I guess that's the main reason I don't want to.
So it has a second C-Stick. It has Super Stable 3D.
Which is a lot better.
It really is.
Because the normal 3D gives me headaches, and that one's a lot better.
Yep.
It doesn't give me headaches.
And it has a better processor, so it loads faster and all this. I hope I get the plug from Nintendo.
Yeah,
That
Nintendo,
money.
send us some new Nintendo 3DSs.
And some boxes we can
And,
open.
Because
like
I know
Rick
you're our
from-
biggest fan, you and Arnelli.
Arnelli? you mean Frank Ocean?
No, Arnelli.
But
Oh, wait, yeah, Frank Nelly.
I just want to play Pokemon again because I got a little exclusive Mew that I can redeem on Pokemon Omega Ruby.
And to answer your question, Josh, is that you only collect 100 at each game, and then you transfer it to the next one, so it's not such huge.
What's about to happen is I'm about to start collecting real animals and painting them bitches.
You said
Like,
hand?
I'm gonna
I
get
thought
like
you were
I'm
going
gonna get a
anime.
horse and paint it like, is it a Rapidos? Yeah.
Oh, Rapidos!
Rapidash.
Whatever, dude. It's a horse on fire that's fast. So
Pretty tough.
I'll just like mat its hair with Axe spray and fish grease, light that on fire because it doesn't burn, and just ride that thing, man.
I want to have a new segment on our podcast, Pokemon Talk with Josh.
What's that specific thing?
My first time playing Pokemon, somebody stole it from me, and I played Fight Club.
The magic crack.
Fight Night.
The
Fight
magic,
Night.
the magic crack.
So, the abomination that was
Holy
the dragon.
shit! That terror of nightmares. I don't.
It was a reverse dragon mermaid. So, like, reverse mermaid is the...
limp ass arm.
A reverse mermaid is whenever the fish half is on top. Well, this was like that, but it was the dragon half on top. And
Bro,
she
but
was...
them legs though.
Yeah, oh.
See, comments like that, you can't go to a high school play and say them legs, though.
Hold on, I had the book in the car. I should have brought it in because we would have like fact checked these to make sure we commented on girls that are
She wasn't a
legal
senior.
age.
She was a junior, I'm
Shut
pretty
up.
sure. But, like, she was wearing a dress and you could see her legs, but then the top half was just, like, the dragon head wasn't where her head was, it was just a fabric that made the hump of the dragon, and then the actual dragon head was in front of her chest that controlled the mouth and one arm. So just one arm.
Just waving
like,
arm.
Really limp arm that's kind of flopped around.
The biggest thing that pissed me off about that, Fiona did not fight that damn dragon. And
Oh,
she goes and karate chops
Yeah,
it, and it drops.
That scene in the plane, they're like, Shrek saves Fiona, but he's like, oh, doesn't slay the dragon. However Shrek sounds, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
It's on
So
my
they're
to-do list.
They're like running around Scooby-Doo style from this dragon, and then Fiona just like stops and karate chops it, and then that's the end of it.
Well,
Just
I
walks
guess
off stage.
And a thick ass.
that's like the Matrix nod in the original movie. That's
Stop.
the play version of that.
Yeah.
But, like, the thing that got me the most is why they just didn't pin... Like, Lord Farquaad was just on his knees to be short in
Yeah.
the play. If they just didn't pin his legs to his knees,
It was
It was a
weird.
lot funnier seeing him just like flop around.
it was like an abortion. Just
Alright, so in this episode of the podcast, we covered abortions, sex shops, fleshlights, shit stories. Man, we are.
It's gonna be PG-13.
NC-17.
Yeah.
You've got a rape podcast?
Well, we're gonna get the explicit tag. Oh, we finally have enough episodes. We'll be on iTunes now.
Maybe.
No, yeah, it's 3.
Oh.
Woo!
Do the re thing. Do the screen.
Wait,
Do it.
I can't, Jerry.
Do it.
I can't.
Do it.
You
Do it. Just say re.
Like it's so hard to do the fucking R2 noise for some reason. It's like
Elijah does a perfect R2D2 scream, but he won't do it.
I'm sorry, because it's like anytime I do it, it sounds forced. It's like
You gotta do it naturally.
It's like I can't get the bass, the right amount of bass, and the right amount of high pitch, so I just hit it real in here, and it hurts.
Get a dubstep.
Hurts my soul.
That's what I was trying to get him to do.
It hurt, though.
Oh my god.
But no, as Elijah mentioned before, why don't you go ahead and talk about tomorrow? Over there plugging my shit.
Boy,
What?
your boy Josh is coming down 6 p.m. tomorrow, February 29th. It's a leap year, everybody. Get excited.
This
A bunch of people are turning 4 finally.
I'm probably not going to be done with this episode until tomorrow night.
Okay, so
when you're listening to
when you listen to this, that shit gonna be dropped.
it's already out. So
and I'll be bumping it, not really.
download that shit.
It's been a couple hours with Josh and the boys.
Yeah.
Josh and the boys. God.
My name's in one of those songs.
Facebook.com/AYOMO. All the information's on there.
Hey, yo, Mo.
Suck a dick if you don't like it.
www.joshmo.org/YouTube.
.gov.
I have some really good news, by the way.
Okay.
For spring break, well, not our spring break, but March 25th.
For a spring break.
Lil Dicky is supposed to be at La Vila, and I'm so excited.
I'm not going over here.
We'll be out of
But
town.
Lil Dicky.
But YouTube.
13th and 19th when we're leaving.
Did you say
Oh,
YouTube?
But YouTube.
What
I
about
can
it?
get all the little dicky I want on YouTube. Pause.
But he's not live.
It's alright. I really don't want to see him. See, there are certain artists, and we're going to talk about this real quick. There are certain artists, I think, that I just don't know what to do with their concerts. People like Chance the Rapper, Travis
You
Scott.
just wave your arm. You
No,
gotta be like,
these people that I want to
hey,
see.
good
Like,
stand up, man.
like Chance and Travis and all the people, like their energy's there. I can get hype as fuck with them. If I go to an Adele concert, what the hell am I
You're
going to
gonna
do?
cry is what
No,
you're
now
gonna
I'm
do.
going to stand there and
You're
be
gonna cry.
confused. If someone cries in the Adele concert and they're a man and they're not with their girlfriend, yeah, bitch in my
But
eyes.
that's
Their
because
name
they're
is
thinking.
Jared England.
That's because they're thinking about their girlfriend. Because these Adele songs are sad as
If
fuck.
you come to an Adele concert and you don't bring your girlfriend, what's wrong with you?
I've been wondering.
So like, what would I do with a little Dicky? I'm not gonna rap alone. I'm black.
Yeah, you will.
I can't rap with white people around me. I can't. They know all the songs.
Black people are gonna be there too. Lil Dicky. That's the best thing about Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
He identifies with every
If
race.
he
He
brings
is
Fetty Wap.
a
I know.
Jewish rapper.
I know
How do any of
a
those go
lot
together?
more white people that like Lil Dicky than black
If
people.
he brings Fetty Wap, then the niggas of Panama City will come out.
No, he's gonna bring Young Thug. I'm kidding. I don't know about that.
Is Young Thug allowed in Panama City?
Is he not supposed to be?
Oh, Lil Wayne's not.
That's because no one likes him anyways. His rap is shit.
Hey man, Lil Wayne was good back in 2006.
He was never good.
Carter 2 wasn't good.
I don't fucking.
Don't lie to yourself.
I need. What's
Don't
the
lie to
song that was
yourself.
on there?
Carter 2 was the pinnacle, then he just dropped off after that.
And now he's doing fucking commercials for renting apartments.
Oh, what's that mixtape that came out
George
recently?
Washington.
Sorry for the wait.
No,
Dedication.
the one where he
5.
did all the covers of everything.
Sorry for the wait.
That's not what it's called.
Hmm?
That's
Sorry
an
for the
older
Wait
one.
2.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
2.
wait, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes one.
I
Oh,
mean, he
cool.
does them on Dedication 5 too. Like he did Dedication as well.
Quit naming your damn things like damn movies. They're not sequels. Just give them a new name.
Oh my
He
god.
can't. He's a whack Louisiana rapper with too many tattoos and permanent diamond teeth.
Give me your best Tunchi laugh.
Shit, that wasn't it.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
yeah. And then of course a little lighter flick in the beginning of all of his old songs. I don't know, right around the whole mixtape series. Like you would always
Boy, your boy getting
fucking
lit.
hear that money. Like you would always hear that shit.
Yeah, moolah, yeah.
Across the street in my J's, call that Jay walking.
Yeah.
What?
All right, per drink.
Easy.
Yeah.
Better than what Young Thug sounds like. Sounds like someone's choking Young Thug and he's calling for help.
I don't even get why these rappers are popular though. You can't even understand what they're
There's
saying.
two different kinds of rappers nowadays. There's actual lyricism and thought put into music. whether it's just a turn up shit or not, or there's really
dope ass beat.
You got the Kendricks, you got the Young Thugs, you got the J. Coles, you got the Little Waynes, you got the Drakes, you got the Tigers.
Boy,
no, Tiger's not in any of those groups.
You're right. You got the Drakes with the Futures. But I'll listen to Future because Future says shit that doesn't make sense sometimes, and you got to catch it. Like Future be bugging people.
Yeah.
Like there was a one-liner song I showed Risdon where it was like,
KKKB with me.
No, yeah, 2 double cups. I got the drugs with me. The Ku Klux Klan and the streets with me. A group centered around racism is not gonna just, hey, that black guy's okay because you pop in the streets. It doesn't work like that.
Hey, but now they're not so hateful. They're kind of working.
Boy, you know.
Is Elijah defending the Klan?
Oh boy. Man.
Jeez. So,
leaving this country. What country are y'all going to once Trump wins?
I'm gonna go back to Germany.
America, because I'm lazy.
I mean, everybody's being hyperbolic and saying they're leaving, but I mean, if we survive Bush.
Oh no, I'm going to Paris. I'm done with this country. I promise.
Why? You saw what happened to Paris? I mean, cut that out.
What?
Man, bro, paper Paris.
I didn't hear what you said.
You saw what happened to Paris.
Oh.
They got bombed by fake ISIS.
What's it?
We got bombed here too. We got bombed. Boston Marathon. We got Pearl Harbor.
I think I might just go back to England and be like,
are you from England?
No.
Okay.
No.
I
get that all the time. People
I was just asking because there are a bunch of people like I didn't know Karen.
But I just want to be like the prodigal son to be like, yeah, we tried to strike it out on our own, Mom, but I need my mommy. It's just
so that Texas thing, y'all was y'all still doing that shit? I mean, come back if you want to.
If I'm here, I don't really need the representation.
But I got all this tea for you.
Plymouth Rock and shit.
And, you know, I can like Benedict Cumberbatch. You know, it's okay.
I'm gonna be a goat herder in Iceland.
Remember the Boondock Saints?
No, just a goat herder.
I wanna
like a nomad.
You want to go back to our roots in Africa?
That sounds like a squirrel.
I want to understand.
I don't got squirrels in Africa. Fuck out of here.
You want to bet?
No, because I'm probably wrong.
I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, they do.
I need another useless fact. I need another useless fact for my Jeopardy trivia.
Siri, do we have... Let me try that again.
Interesting question.
Bitch, quit being sarcastic. Siri, are there squirrels in Africa?
Checking. Okay, I saw this on the web for
while he's figuring out if there's squirrels
an
in
African ground squirrel.
So it's a prairie dog. Okay, regardless. Who the hell was behind naming Iceland and Greenland? Greenland, because how do you fuck that up?
No, it was the Vikings. They did it to throw off their rivals.
Fair enough.
Because, so everybody who was going after the lands they conquered, they told them Iceland was Greenland and Greenland was Iceland. So they went to Greenland and they froze to death.
Damn.
Yep.
They just sat around waiting like, all right, it's going to change one day.
Water be the green.
All right, I know they're pirates.
Pirates, yeah.
Vikings, pirates, okay.
What do you want me to get to you?
Oh, no, we're not going to talk about Edward Penis Hands.
I don't want to talk about.
No, we're not going to.
It's Freddy Krueger. That's what it was.
Okay, so we're just gonna cut this again, but
yeah.
Casablanca.
What the fuck is?
I think he has a list of the top.
Yeah, I do. Womb Raider was on there.
We don't need to cut that. We're keeping that. We talked about sex shops, dildos, pocket pussies.
I thought last episode.
Keeping all that
was
in.
the last episode weird?
We talked about anime titties.
That's why it was called anime titties. That was called all this one sex shops and sadness.
And my demon laugh is on.
Sex shops and sadness. I'm posting these on my Facebook, man. My family's used to it.
Yeah, but we share them, so it kind of goes everywhere.
You guys are weird.
We get tagged in it.
We're all weird.
That's right. I'm gonna fucking tag all you guys.
We're gonna be weird for life. It's alright.
Hey.
Rather live life weird than normal.
I won't be normal, man.
Stop doing all this weird shit, Jared.
Can't help it.
Over there not eating the end of the crust of bread.
You do that?
Wait, you eat the crust of the bread?
Yeah, nigga.
What's wrong with you?
Are you talking about cutting off the crust or the end of the bread?
The end of the bread.
Oh, no, fuck that. Okay.
You eat that bread.
You eat the bud?
The bread is bread.
No, it's the heel. Okay, the
ass.
first slice is called the heel.
Yeah.
Yes, the heel.
You don't eat the heel of the bread, but you eat the crust of the bread, which is
Why not?
around it.
Yeah.
I'll do that, yeah.
Why not? It's just
I eat the
bread.
crust. I don't eat the heel.
Because it's ugly.
The bread butt.
Food was supposed to be pretty.
Yeah.
A bologna salad supposed to be pretty.
Is what?
A bologna sandwich.
It's
fried
all
bologna
about
sandwich?
presentation.
I mean, I don't know why your ass is eating bologna anyways, but
You don't eat bologna?
I used to, and I stopped being gay.
It's just a
Bruh.
rolled out hot dog.
Exactly, that's nasty.
It's delicious.
Nah,
Why
I don't think
you
we
go to
ate
Burger
hot
King and get
dog.
their hot dogs in?
Because Burger King
go.
is gross.
Let's go. That's where we're gonna go. We're gonna kill ourselves tonight.
Sponsored Burger King pre-wrapped hot dog.
It's funny because
Whatever
all the
it is.
transitions were smoke, and you know what they were hinting at. They
Mike-
thought they were being witty.
My question is why is Snoop Dogg endorsing all of these hot products? Hot dogs, Hot Pockets, like...
He's got that money, man.
Hot Pockets are garbage.
Especially the
Hot
pizza ones.
Hot Pockets are garbage.
The pizza
I'm gonna
ones.
say
You know what I'm
that.
thinking of? Pizza rolls, man. I'm sorry.
Oh. How do you feel about Hot Pockets then?
Man,
Pizza rolls are the best. But pizza bagels are actually kind of nasty.
What? Bagel bites?
Yeah.
I hate
Bagel bites are delicious.
No.
What? Get out of my
No, bro.
Bagel bites are
Bagel
delicious.
bites are pretty nasty.
Nutritious. They are made out of wheat. They got 15 grams of protein in every single bagel bite.
How much sodium? How much trans fat?
That's not important.
How much saturated
You know how
fat?
many Mountain Dews I drink a day? You think I'm worried about that?
That's right.
Yeah, it is. Fuck you.
I have a Mountain Dew in my car.
Damn.
Death instant.
No sperm count.
sadness.
Man.
Good.
Jared can't reproduce anyways.
Oh, shit.
I'm not allowed.
Look at his levels of autism.
Government
Oh, damn. Shade in this
going
one.
right for my feelings.
Shade in
Is
this
that really
one.
your feelings?
Yeah, I hurt my feelings, man. Come on.
Hey, at least you're not the one who like shimmy ran down his dirt road in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
to
that's
meet you
true.
guys. When I saw that Snapchat.
Rizzy McGuire.
Rizzy
Rizzy
McGuire.
We gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop stinking on these random words because it's not funny.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
weirding me
so
out.
for context for all the listeners, is that Jared keeps coming up with these really weird nicknames for me.
Yeah, dude.
Cheese
So we
Riz.
went to Waffle House
Jizz.
one night because that's all we do. And I was running late, and so everybody else had finished eating, so I just sat down to join in the conversation. And Jared just looks at me as soon as I sit down and says, has anybody ever called you Cheese Riz? I'm like, nope, but they're going to now
Well,
apparently.
now.
And then Jared and I kind of look similar, so we were joking about switching jobs for a day at the
Oh,
job we
God,
work
I
at.
forgot where this one came from.
Yep, and so we were going to change our name tags to Risdon, that way nobody could
But
distinguish
that's
us.
weird.
It's definitely weird. I have a quick question. So
And then about a week ago, I came up with Rizzy McGuire.
About a week
There you
ago?
go.
Yeah, because
Um,
I'm currently without a vehicle and they had to pick me up.
So was it last week that we had that really bad storm?
Yeah.
Okay, so why the hell did you two, Josh and Risdon, think it was a good idea to go to Waffle House in the middle of a tornado warning in this big ass storm?
It was
Because
Paul's
these
idea.
Savages.
No,
Being
y'all
scared
are
as
dumb
shit. I ain't
with a
scared as
death
shit.
wish.
I had to walk
ain't
down.
scared as shit.
I ain't scared to die. I think I die right now.
Hold my
I'm
blunt.
dead.
I got a belt. I'm not afraid to hang myself.
Oh, yeah.
See, I had to walk home in that. That's not.
Unless he had to go the forbidden path.
Yeah.
I watched two people walk. I
Excuse
watched
me, say
a
that
couple.
again?
I watched a couple of
You
people
need
walk
hooked
home. There
on
were
What's
Damn
wrong
it.
with you today?
and I felt bad.
Jesus.
I always feel bad, but I don't want to die or get raped. So it's like I won't pick up people on the side of the street that are like walking in harsh conditions. I think it'd be a tornado like 5 minutes from their location. I'm not picking them up because that tornado is gonna do a lot worse to them than what they could possibly do to me.
To be fair, not everybody's an asshole like the con artist guy. We can't let that color our judgment.
I've had an old lady steal $20 from me, and then the Waffle House guy stole $20. As far as I'm concerned, everybody's an asshole.
That black bastard.
I had a monk and a black guy, so it's like I can't trust Buddhism or half my kind.
He wasn't a real monk. He wasn't a real Buddhist.
Okay, it was the concept. It
probably got
was
that
what
shit
he
from
portrayed to
Earthbound.
me.
I got murdered.
See that monkey shit off, you're embarrassing.
Josh, when you get in that Xbox, boy.
So look, here's how it's gonna. I finally made my decision. Unless y'all tell me some other new bullshit about another system, then we can switch again. But I'm gonna get an Xbox after I get a TV. After we come back from Kentucky, then I'll start joining y'all on like Black Ops and like Titanfall. If y'all want
Get Black Ops the original because that's gonna be
I'm
out.
so
That's
sorry,
all I'm gonna
Risdon.
play.
I was gonna get a PlayStation 4, but
PlayStation Nation.
I really want
Stop
to play Halo again. Like the remaster just looks so fucking good. 5 looks lit as hell to me. I want to play through that, and I want to play Primal and all the.
You don't want to play
new
as a
shit.
mammoth? They got the exclusive PlayStation mission.
I'm tired of
Alright.
I'm tired of system
Alright.
exclusivity.
I'm probably
I
gonna
am
like
too,
bullshit
actually.
through and switch in the last minute too, though, because
Probably because you are indecisive.
Infamous is my
But you get to hear his R2D2 scream on Xbox.
You better do it. If I get an Xbox and I have that.
No, when him and Brandon playing Naruto, it almost got there. Like he was like, whoa, it was almost like,
And this is why I play PlayStation. I play my single player games by myself.
Bro,
I'm definitely. I have to beat my.
Fuck Brandon.
High score in Assassin's Creed.
Fuck him, man. I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of playing Naruto
He's
with
not here to
him.
defend himself.
Good.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
we gotta bleep out those name drops.
Nah, not his. He's cool. He's cool about it.
That was the biggest flip flop I've ever heard.
Wait, what?
Cool.
Wait, what?
No, I
he's
mean,
cool.
as in, he's not gonna care if I name drop him. But
Like-
fuck him. That's why I whooped his ass in Rocket League. At me next time, Brandon.
What do you mean? He didn't talk shit about you. You're the one talking shit about him.
Yeah, but now they know that he.
But he didn't have. He
contact
couldn't
me.
have added you in anything.
Yeah, he could have.
What?
Now he's gonna hear this and he's gonna be like, at Elijah, fight me, bitch, something like that.
Yeah, but you're not atting him. You're just calling him out when he's not here to defend himself.
At Brandon Hutcherson on Facebook.
No,
No, now
you
he's
need to
the
message
last
him
name.
right now and tell him you're talking shit about him on the podcast.
Well, I'm about to.
Speaking of breaking legs, that's it. That's all we got.
All right, we love you guys so much.
Thanks, Arnelli,
Thanks for continuing
for
to
the
listen to
Nintendo
us.
3DSs and everybody else for listening.